So I'm not taking alcohol, cannabis, or caffeine right now, and the energy's flowing really good. I feel great, and but I'll preface this by saying I don't judge anyone who takes any of those three. In certain applications, all three have some potentially positive benefits. And the good thing about being down on this planet is that you tend to find yourself in some low places sometimes, which over time makes you very forgiving and non-judgmental of other people. And maybe that's the whole effing point. So I figured I'll go into the energetic effect it has on the chakra system. So I'll start with alcohol. It tends to fire up the lower chakras, known as the ego, the lower three. And like the physical body, the energetic body likes to keep kind of a homeostasis. So it kind of blocks energy to the higher chakras. So it cuts you off from the top. So the confidence comes because now the ego can kind of run free, and those kind of like wiser upper chakras don't have as much of an input. So it's kind of like the animal gets to run around without a babysitter. So in my case, that in that Navy dive bar, that woman I'd never approached for a number of reasons. Suddenly I'm bringing her home. Lord help me. So now I'll go on to cannabis. That actually kind of has the opposite. It kind of like gets that descending current from the crown. So it kind of fires up the upper chakras. But again, the body tries to keep a homeostasis. So the lower chakras get starved. So what happens here is you tend to get a lot of higher insights that are great. And they're not even necessarily false, but they're not grounded in the wisdom of the lower chakras. So you can't implement any of them. So typically potheads, they have all these wonderful ideas and they don't implement any of them. That's the bad stereotype of them. And I'm not, again, the moderation use, I'm not bad mouthing that at all. And then finally there's caffeine, the stimulants, and there's actually a whole family of those. So that fires up the nervous system. So the whole chakra system it's temporarily just lit up. So you do feel great. Too much, it's almost like there's too much energy. So it's all bumping into each other. So all the eddy currents just start bumping in and canceling each other out. So you become a mess. But the moderate use, it just fires everything up. But the problem with that is that the physical body still has its limitations, so it gets exhausted. All forces in the universe have to eventually balance. So that temporary high you feel from any of those three eventually results in an equal and opposite low. So Newton's third law, and that kind of applies all the way up. God bless.